Everything is handcrafted for you. So it really is a wonderful special niche. And of course, everything has a wonderful story behind it, including how we're gonna get things started. We're gonna talk about Azure's Peak. And Azure's Peak, we have for you a very special opportunity by here, because something unusual just to find Azure Peaks, but also at a sale price. So we have the necklace that we're offering for the first time at $139.98. It was originally $155. And these beautiful stud earrings that are on sale today at $69.98. Again, all J. King, all jewelry. Today and tomorrow, we're offering 4 monthly flex payments. We're also live on Facebook, so thank you for all of your comments. There's so many terrific followers out there. J. King is joining us via Skype. So Jay, this is a fun way to start the second hour, because you know, of course, it's our biggest, most popular of all collectible stones is turquoise. Tell us a little bit about Azure Peaks turquoise.
Okay, well this is a deposit. It's in the very southern, so it'd be the southwestern edge of the Gobi Desert. This is Azure Peaks. It started off just like so many of our turquoise finds. It started off with a friend of ours. And they're geologists, and what they do is they're field geologists. They go out and they they're mainly looking for metals, copper, silver, gold, palladium. I mean that's what they that's what their job is to locate deposits of mainly metals, different types of metals. That's how this all came about. The one thing, I get a lot of calls, which is very interesting in turquoise. The key thing is when they find turquoise, they know that they have to have copper. Copper is one of the main key ingredients in any turquoise. It also determines the colors of the turquoise. Copper is a big factor in that. So anytime they find turquoise, they know that they're sitting on a copper deposit. The thing is it rich enough to make it worth mining? They're now mining this. Azure Peaks is actually also a name that we came up with. And if you go in this area, it's really, it's literally, you would think that you in your mind, you would think that you just landed on Mars, right? I mean, it's very desolate. It's so incredible that you can't even imagine that anything could live out there. But I got to tell you, everything that lives out there is very tough. It's very hardy. And you'll be going, it'll be totally barren, kind of like rolling red hills, like these azure blue. That's why the Azure Peaks, the name comes from. And then all of a sudden you'll see like a little stream that's like 3 feet wide, maybe 6 inches deep, running right through the middle of the desert. It's the craziest thing. This area, now they're developing the turquoise property. This was some of the very first material that came out of there, so you had some more. Now we're getting the material that we're getting out. The reason I know how old this material is, the material we're digging now that's coming in the last couple of years is more of a blue to it. This was some of the very original material, probably that we got almost 10 years ago. One of the key things here, these are truly one-of-a-kind pieces. These are all cut from, this isn't compressed nuggets or anything. These are all solid pieces of turquoise that we have freeform hand carved. Every one of these necklaces, if you look really close, you look at the one you have right here now you're showing. If you go back and look at the one that Orshi's wearing, it's going to be just a little bit different. One side's flat, the other side's rounded, polished. I would wear it that way right there. But look at the thickness of this. This is solid turquoise. Okay, it's not backed. I mean, this is solid chunks of turquoise that we cut this from. I don't know of anybody else that has this material. I've never met another Western buyer. I've never met anybody from America or any Europe even at this deposit, at this mine. So we don't have an exclusive on it, but we buy all the really unique, unusual material the higher grade material that does come out of the deposit.
And Jay, are we, for those who are just, tuning in, are you still finding, and I know obviously a lot of travel and all that is not happening, nor the shows and so forth, but as far as requests, I mean, when, again, what was it, a couple of years ago when you came back from all your different travels and different shows from around the world, you were like, Lynn, I can't believe what's happening to the turquoise market. And it's now becoming like, people that are not just using turquoise, they're not using it for jewelry. They're using it as a commodity. Is that what you're still finding and in the world of turquoise, especially in a unique, beautiful piece like this?
Well, the thing is, turquoise for us, it's a key item. It's my favorite stone. It's what I started with. It is my first love material. It's what I always go after. Every trip that I start, it starts with going to turquoise mine or new turquoise find or opal. Those are the two ways we start. So turquoise now has become a staple. I'm seeing turquoise, now kind of, we're all in the same boat. We can't really travel right now, but I travel all over the world. I'm seeing turquoise. I've been traveling for over 40 years professionally. And I have to tell you, I see turquoises in spots now that I never, ever thought you would see turquoise or people having turquoise or wearing turquoise. It's phenomenal. And what you're saying too is there are certain grades, the high blues, the clear blues, American turquoises, just like the Kingman. Mine is going crazy. Sleeping Beauty started it, where people are coming in and they're buying turquoise rough as a commodity. They're not even in the jewelry business.
It's crazy.
And so, but that's usually the real high blues, the real clear blues. Material like this, though, we buy turquoise from any place in the world.